back to some more Outer Worlds 2, seeing as how I'm wide awake and sick on my stomach. I'm just gonna go ahead and play a little bit while I wait on the stomach medicine to kick in. I want to head towards this. Shit.
Check your scope for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Use right. Stun weapon ready, Commander. On whom? Locking them down. Mitigating the threat. Suffered extensive damage, Commander. Adversary vulnerable. Torpificator at ready status. They're benumbed. Torpification in progress.
Do you have my back?
I have a fix on their weak.
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Combatant scan.
you need.
One is capable of that activity.
Combat! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Hostilities are afoot. Your replicator is charged. Check your scope for combatant analysis. No combatants on my scope. Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down.
Guns cocked and loose. Just get the signal.
Here! Free hole in the head! Combat!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of all manufacturers is advised. Should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness, you'll need to status.
Go for qualification.
Desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Back and scan. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I would not refuse medical support.
Commander, watch your back!
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Not feasible in my current state.
Hey, Commander. Can we talk? I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I still feel my anger was justified, but I could have been more tactful. I've also given some thought to what you said about vengeance darkening the soul. I think you might be right there. In which case, I owe you thanks as well. Seems you spared me as much as DeVries. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Sure.
Setting up my aggression. Mitigating the threat. Standing by to supervise.
Looking possible and incapacitated.
Dying over here.
They've enough. Taking the fight out of them.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Go for fortification.
Mitigating the threat. Taking the fight out of them.
But you just most likely come up this way. And it's something silly like over here. Yeah, I told you. That's just what they do. The first thing your eyeballs see, you go towards sightlines. Spoke on it before in video games. Like, these specific lampposts are to set lights up to show you that there's something else over here, even if it's not shining a light on it. Jesus. think I'll get a lot of checks?
Some necessary vulnerabilities identified.
Got a distraction for you. The hair. Free hole in the head.
Your replicator is charged. Locking them down. Unready. They're benumbed. Target analyzed. Let down fire. We shall see. Refilling data. Adversary patient. Still recharging. Medic, please. Through his beneficent guidance, replenishing my firearm. Give care to your foreign agents. For our beneficent leader. Sustain the system.
Mm.
Seems our auto-mechanical colleague should make ready for her next upgrade.
Well, yeah, that's
self-preservation a priority. Amplification in progress. Mitigating the threat. I have a fix on the amplificator at ready status. Suture me up. Move your odds.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
But idlers and
Investigating hostile
freeloaders in our midst.
Seems suspect to me. Worthy of review. Bit leery of that. Better take a gander. Invasive elements! Seeking cover!
Combatant scan.
Maintaining...
Drive the limits on the damage, Commander. Apologies. No target, no attack. Target analyzed. You suffered extensive damage, Commander. Reviving me is in everyone's best interests.
Down. Duplicity. Cut win.
I thought that bell tower would be safe. It was not.
Huh? Invasive elements!
Commander. You just filled me with dread for so long, but now, sure.
Mobilize. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Not feasible in my current state.
Got a distraction for you.
Enemy in vicinity.
Don't make me bury another agent.
Light flash before my eyes, Commander.
Holy shit. I'm gonna have to bail. I think I'm gonna bail on this. This is hard. I'm gonna go do his mission. Wait a minute, let's go. I'm gonna need some healing.
Even after everything that's happened, I wouldn't change a thing. Sure.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once. I hope Virgil has been doing well since last I saw him.
What's up, guy? Yeah, it tends to smell like that when you walk in a room.
Oh yeah, no, it smell like that when I walk in the house.
Good call, buddy.
Right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal. I'm sure he only told you such a thing to lower your guard. All the easier to slide a blade between your ribs. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
It's possible this is a ploy, and the Consul is on to Virgil and I. But if that is so, why lure me here, then meet me openly when Perrault could have ambushed me from behind?
Are you mad? Because he seeks to lower your guard, then strike. Surely you don't intend to converse with him about it?
I trust Sentinels no more than you, but I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
If a sentinel appears to be an easy mark, it's worth being even more suspicious than one would normally. They are purveyors of subterfuge.
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one, but unless there has been some kind of mistake, you must still submit to me.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
You don't look like a scientist.
I'm sure you've heard the rumors that our foodstuffs have been 2% less nutritious than in the past. We seek to rectify this most worrisome factoid.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved Consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation.
Are you mad? Why do you intend to place yourself into what could readily be a trap? The Consul cannot be trusted, and this Sentinel is his lackey.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. Secret is a misnomer. The room appears to have been built by mistake, but someone forestalled its demolition without marking it on station blueprints. This is what is suspect. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Yes, but never for long, and it's been many years. I also have no recollection of any hidden room, so we may have some hunting to do. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
I've only visited Oculus Collating Post a handful of times, and that was long before its deprecation. But something is to be found there. I'm sure of it. Certainly. I consider myself an... Virgil and I are just as close as any. We make it... It's a shame there may only be one supreme...
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. What places? These security measures should not be operational. The station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
Stand weapons ready, Commander.
The most ignoble thing.
Now push, Commander. Kill yourself.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defense. We'd best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
Locking them down.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility.
This is the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor. reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet son, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security threats. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
I shall not say your
Uncommon, yet not
the authority of the thumb!
Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room's location. I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar. There. I'm certain of movement below. Gurge. Gird yourself with determination, for it seems I was correct about him.
Passcode is limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. At least I needn't worry about that line of thought. Only the little things are hard to... Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
I knew this man when I was still a cadet. Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go. but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with this station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know. I don't even know the name of this station.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
That's interesting, but it must be false. Sub Rosa is a large organization. Whoever asked for Okada must have wanted him specifically. But why?
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. That doesn't mean anything. An Arbiter cannot trespass. And even if I could, I still act with the Protectorate's best interests in mind. Not out of some base self-interest. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is thus not afforded such a luxury. I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously. Best to punish equally, and damn the no man's land between, even should it catch the occasional straggler. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point. It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you, without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Allowing a Sub-Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a Protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what... The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. Our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? I doubt you'll be able to surmise it exactly, but come even close, and I shall be impressed. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially, if judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter's scalpel? Ah, you've got the spirit exactly, if not the word itself. Very nice. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that. That terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent, I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. You're either playing the game 10 steps ahead of me, or you have a particularly creative imagination. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. That's just it. I am supposed to be an objective judge of moral intent, hence my role as a peacekeeper for the Protectorate. How can I maintain this role if I falter? To me, there cannot be. That is, there isn't. That's not possible, and I cannot afford to think of it as such. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared. Potentially. In the past, the locale was shared equally between us Arbiters and the Consul Sentinels. However, considering the traitors crawling throughout the rest of Arcadia, I fear what duplicity the Consul may have wrought at Central Control. No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle. But that still does not fly in the face of what I believe. Excellent.
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear. Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. May all...
Calling all border protectors. Join
If
our
you've a
training
tooth pain, you know. You've timed your... If you've wounds that need stitching or teeth, yes? Is this my... Suffice it to say, I'm pleased. Medicaments... Doctor here. Get your stitches. Gotta say, if you've wounds that need stitching, medicament... If you're here about it too... If you've wounds that needs medicament... Protect your loved one. Loved ones, protect yourself. Buy some new armor today.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
You're a doer. We need doers.
nothing tastes right here. It's, hello? Not selling anything, I assure you. Well now, you have an ineffable air of intrigue about you. Weren't raised protectorate, were you? Who are you? Oh, I, should know better, really. Where I'm from, everyone knew each other, you see. I'm still acculturating a bit. Sorry, I'm Millie Mealing. I started a training group here to help ex-protectorate subjects adjust to having to care for and, well, think for themselves. We also try to reconnect them with loved ones. Know the concept of community can be alien to most, but we occasionally enlist aid from wayfaring travelers like yourself. Try to, that is. Not officially. Not yet, that is. We discussed a few, like first steps or community for community. The Group Betterment Alliance was another. Somebody suggested the unparadigmatic, but that sounded rather like the Order to me. Like you need to think about it a while, then it still doesn't make much sense. Someone proposed the Awful Freedom Association, which, prompted a spontaneous collegial embrace around them from all of us. This isn't easy on everybody, you know? Do like the sense of implied camaraderie. Got my vote. Oh, that's a new thing for us. We vote on things. So I'll raise your suggestion to the group and we'll vote on it. Now, as I was saying, sometimes we do need a little assistance. Involves the mental refreshment facility on Praetor. Not sure what you know about the process, but we were told all our lives to volunteer others for treatment was a blessing. To replenish someone's zeal and ensure our perfect society ran perfectly. What they didn't tell us was the person who comes back weren't always the same. Wish we had. They never said. You weren't meant to ask neither. My father, he liked to alter official protectorate songs to make them about his favorite pitchball club. Wasn't expressly prohibited, but it was different. I'd rather not say, if it's all the same to you. Guess my guilt must be visible from space. Yes. Before I came here, before I learned the truth about mental refreshment, I was the one. I reported my father like a good protectorate subject. All right. I can assemble some bits from the other refugees. One of us has a shock assault rifle with some extra oomph. We can give you, once my father is freed, that is. I do know a little about how things work. At least, I'm learning. Good. If you make it past the guards outside, you could maybe present yourself at the front desk as a walk-in. A subject voluntarily turning themselves in for mental refreshment. Look for my father inside. Name's Waylon. Waylon Mealing. Might have to convince him to go, depending... don't want to think about what he's been through. Hope he's all right. We'll post someone out back to wait for him, where the guards don't patrol. Meet me here afterward. I can't tell you how much this means to me. Do mind how you go.
Tired of firearms that explode in your face? Hey, you smell gunpowder? Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. That's privileged information. Just
interesting. Feel free to... Did you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since deployment. Dealt with all. That wasn't.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale. Scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being entirely pain-free and 100... Hello, layperson.
Show your worker shovel. Do you see these magnificent weapons? They have the greatest destructive potential the Protectorate can bring to bear. Tell me then, why should they not have been installed here?
Not an issue of ammunition or targeting calculation capacity. Is it because of the low ambient temperature on Cloister?
Very astute. The ambient temperature is indeed... You okay? Seem off by a few decimal points. Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the Ark. I have too much on my mind for idle miracle. Chit-chat.
It seems rather extreme. No lecture, please. Not the mood for a random interaction.
Do I hear?
Oh, hello.
I
Cogitate here
suppose I
often?
could spare 0.004% of my daily salary.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Left aim ready.
Each a vital corner.
Torpificator in charge. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Consider self-preservation a priority. Medkit coming your way. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Hostile in proximity. Stand.
Practicing some battlefield medicine.
Damage,
Please release them. They always come from that big building across the street before. Or they open the gate. They must leave a key in there. It's clear. Go, go, go! Pause.
Are you going to be a problem? Chapter, I have a solution that requires very little computation.
Reasons Pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some daft cultists. I don't even know what group you hullheads belong to. Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form, if you possess any at all. Don't leave all
Ratcheting up my aggression. Trust me. Have a fix on their weaknesses. Purification in progress. Taking the fight out of them.
To the rescue! Happy to help. Discreetly.
That's not who I expected, is it? Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up. You're here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. Yes. There'll be plenty of wonderfully dangerous... I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Yes. These are my colleagues. They assisted me in a matter regarding a conspiracy headed by a cabal. It was all rather involved. My identity became revealed after I'd been undercover for a considerable time.
You were flushed out? What other low-probability events have occurred since... Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anaïs Bujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anaïs Bujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
We doing introductions? I'm Inez. Don't mind the uniform, I'm freelance, and got no quarrel with you besides.
Charmed, I'm sure. So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends. She's mentioned the little spook show we used to work at, right? I was an analyst in predictive risk assessment. She was, in the field, as it were. Solving the universal equation is the ultimate purpose of every member of the Order. Our express remit was to identify events that could delay or derail that.
Once an issue was identified, I'd be assigned to address it.
At a certain point, I became one of her assignments. I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox, risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
Yes.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly. Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending. I mean, microbes, mantisaurs. Saltuna might make it, the resistant little buggers. But anything capable of higher order thinking would be gone. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable.
Comes with the job, I'm afraid. Never becomes easier. Anais. I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No, 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 no. Poof. Winter's grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just Marisol.
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps...
I'll handle this. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Check your scope for combatant. Combatant scan. So talk of
Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Identifying hostile intentions.
Gas still recharging. Getting healed. Someone's off for a medic.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Recharging as fast as I can, Commander.
Come back and stand.
Standing by to stupefy. Raring to go.
Hostilities are afoot.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Unattended.
I have a fix on their weakness.
They're enough.
Mobility.
Sight and on the way. Someone's off for a medic.
Electrical samples failing.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Electrical samples failing.
That'd be Spyerton. Was once the Order's headquarters on Cloister. Before all this. That'd be Spyerton. Was once the Order's headquarters on Cloister. Before all this.
Moving to fire.
I won't think twice about applying the precise amount of force.
No matter how often the data is verified and sanctioned, it is...
Excuse me, I don't think you have the author is fascinating.
Salutations. We've been doing our utmost to find ways to manipulate this rift or extract data from it. I suppose it's too much to hope for, but would you, perchance, happen to have any practical experience with or mathematical understanding of the...
Captain, I fear I...
Was any colder, I'd be dead.
Hey, you there. Got a minute? Hey, you there. I got a job that needs doing if you've got the time. It pays, of course. I need... Of course. It's like this. The dullards in orbit dropped a slew of pods in the wrong place. One of them has a critical crate of supplies in it. Find it and bring it back. Real simple, see? Job's a simple one. Okay. Missing parts for Auntie's Choice of standard infantry boots, sizes 6 to 14. They botched it and dropped a whole mess of them, but I only need you to lay hands on the one. Don't stress your brain pan over it, friend. Wouldn't go messing around with them if I was you anyhow. Leave them be. Might be stuffed to the rafters with mantisaurs, and, merciful law, there's no labels on the pods. Guess the faster deliveries like to be more profitable than waiting for some rube who'd make a proper mess of it.
I'm lucky we're patient sorts. Knock off the funny business.
Sir, the extra food drop has landed somewhere off target over an order to... Nice of you to shoulder a bit of the workload.
Hardly working. That's rhetorical.
seriously question the structural integrity of that bridge.
Proceeding to attack. Standing by to supervise.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Fortification in progress. Taking the fight out of them. Combatant stand. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Wouldn't be wise wandering across that bridge.
Proceeding to attack. Fortificator at...
Taking the fight out of them is recharging first.
Fortification in progress.
Combatant scan.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed. To the rescue. Sight unseen. Brass raring to go.
Glory had hoped that sending me into desolation would mend what he saw as wounds in my mind. The first few weeks were horrible. Grief dogging my every step. Nightmares of my murdered colleagues. But then, the nightmares began to ease, and the grief ebbed away. What replaced them is emptiness. The Order speaks of humanity becoming something more, but their words are insufficient speculation. There is nothing more to be. Only dust and death, and the rifts await us. Those rifts, I find the absolute annihilation they offer oddly soothing. Perhaps I will make one last pilgrimage. One last journey on the path from nothing to nowhere.
Up on an Inez last upgrade, I think. I need to find somewhere to craft. Auntie's Choice forward operating wings.
Welcome, distinguished consumer, to the front lines of Auntie's Choice. We hope you enjoy your time under our protection. Have a profitable day.
Welcome, big spender.
Those Protectorate scum squeezed us good this time. I feel like a sprat of unusual size in a cage meant for miniature breeds.
It's long past time we go on the offensive.
We're out, Rico. Let's go out. Oh, goodness. Goodness, let's go out. Come on. Come on. Come on, go on. Go on. Freya, come here. Come here, Frey. There you go. Good girl. Go on. Stay in the yard, guys. Go on, Frey. Go on. Go on, girl. Go. Go, Frey. Go on, girl. Go do your business. Go on. Guys, I gotta pause right here. Let the dogs out. I'm just gonna pause the stream because I'll be back in a bit.
I've been authorized.
Thank you guys. for watching, and I'll see you shortly.